Hey guys, Billy here with Preacher's Creatures. What I thought we'd do today is do another experiment with some MadMicas powder. This is going to be their Lounge Lizard, and this is a powder that I have not haven't used, haven't seen, and so we'll be figuring this thing out together. And who knows, we might add some other stuff to it. But first thing we want to see is what does this look like on its own. And so stick around, hope you enjoy the video, and we'll get set up. We'll see you on the flip side. All right, guys. All right, guys. So we sorry about that. I hit record and got a phone call, and it don't look like I cleaned my cup out very well. The plastisol is usually very clear, but it's got a little bit of a yellow hue to it, and I was doing some stuff with some yellow or some gold highlight powder. So, but anyway, I don't think it'll affect much because this Lounge Lizard, it has a golden hue to it as well. It's a green. It's almost like an olive green with a golden hue to it. And normally we start off, I think we start off with 1/32 is what we try to start off with these MadMica powders. And I'm doing a half a cup. And so we're going to start off that way. We can always add more if we want. And let's get that moved around in there. And usually these MadMicas, they go above and beyond my expectations. And this one here looks like it is staying very true to the color you see in the jar. A lot of times they will come out brighter or might be a little darker or lighter, whatever, but this looks like it's staying fairly true to form. I will say this, it looks like it's very very clear, and so that makes me believe we need to go ahead and put another 1/32, so that would be a total of 1/16 to a half cup. Plastisol. The reason I do a half cup of plastisol when I'm doing these videos is it's just we can see what it's doing without going through a whole bunch of extra plastisol. And I can already tell I'm going to have to heat this up a little bit. I had it heated up. I got a phone call right as I was getting ready to start the video to add the colors. Oh yeah, that looks good right there. And so what I want to do here is I think we're going to heat this up, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try in a fairly small bake so that we can see the color in it. But I want to leave as much as I can in the cup so that we can play around a little bit, add some other effects and stuff, and then some other flake, and then shoot it again so that we just get a different perspective on it. And so I'm going to pop this back in the microwave, and we will be right back. And I think we'll shoot this 1.375 stonefly and see what it looks like in that. All right, guys, we'll see you on the flip side. All right, guys. Yeah, this is we're about 146, and this is a very unique color. It's a beautiful color. it's a green to gold hue to it. And so let's get her glove on, and let's shoot this 1.35. Oh, got to take out some plug from yesterday. All right, so here we go. Draw up a little bit. Hopefully I'm still in frame. You guys can see what's going on. And hate if I seem like I'm in a little bit of a hurry. I'm just trying to get a video done. I've got revival tonight, and want to make sure that I get this done before time to get ready for revival. All right, so we've got that shot. We're going to let it cool down, and then we're going to check it out, and then we'll come back and we'll play around with some things, add some different flake, and see what that does to it. All right, stick around, guys. All right, guys, we got this done. We're going to do a quick reveal. These little boogers, I'm telling you, these are some nice baits. I love fishing with these for bluegill. And well, that's a neat color. It's let's do this. I'm gonna put it on the black felt, and how about that? Isn't that cool? Do we need some light? I always forget to I always forget my light, don't I? There we go. So how about that now? There we go. We got some light going. That's a beautiful color. And you know what's neat is this is about the first color I have ever seen that, so it looks to be a green to gold. And in the cup, or in the bottle, it's almost like 50-50. It's a green and a gold. A lot of them, you might have a so like the blue moon. So the powder looks white, but then you see the blue highlight. Okay, but with this lounge lizard, I see as much gold in it as I do the green, and so it's almost like a 50-50. So I wonder what it'll be like when we add some flake. And I think the obvious flake to add is going to be black, and I think it'll be interesting to see what that does to it. So let's get this cup warmed back up, and then we'll be back and we'll add some black flake and see what that does to it. Thanks, guys. All right, so we are back, and we want to add some black flake. You know what? I think I want to do the Crappie Crusher, and I want to do the 2.2-inch stonefly with this one. And what else? I think it'll be good. We'll do that. We'll do the stonefly and the crappie slayer. All right. So let's add some, I'm going to add some random cut. This seems to be on the small side, but it's random cut glitter that Dave sent me from Blue Line, and we've been playing around with some of this stuff, and I was thinking about adding black flake, but I tell you, I really like the random cut stuff. It's a neat product because of the randomness. You know, sometimes I want pattern, but I've enjoyed playing around with this stuff, and so let's get that mixed in. Let's see what it does, and it may not do anything but pepper it up a little bit, and that's fine too. I think we need to add one more. That looks pretty good, and so let's get that stirred in. And I kind of anticipated it darkening it up just a little bit, and certainly it has just a tad, but not as much as I kind of anticipated. So, oh, now I can see it darkening it up. All right, so let's go ahead, and I think we're hot enough. Let's just keep rolling. Turn that off, and let's see here. So we're going to do the big brother to the little stonefly, and we'll do crappie crushers. So there's the 2-inch stonefly. Here is the crappie crusher. Okay. Put the rest of that back in there. And let that cool down. We'll be right back, and we might have enough to do one more mold. I'd like to do this 4.3 sleigh bait just to see it in a bigger bait, and so stick around for that. Let's let this cool down. We'll get this plugged back in here, and we might have enough for one more shot. Okay, guys. So here we go. Let's get our felt over here, and let's look at this 2-inch stonefly. We'll put it on the felt, and I'll tell you what, for comparison, let's put little brother on there too. Let's see here. I think that'd be good. Give a little comparison. And pull this off. There we go. So really, I mean, it's just a little bit darker with having that flake in there, but it really, more than anything, just breaks it up. And so it's not, it doesn't really change the base color. It just gives it a little bit of depth. And so I think that's pretty nice. You know, most insects and things out there, there's a few that might be solid colors, but for the most part, they're going to have something that kind of breaks them up. And so that's pretty neat. All right, so let's move on to our next one, which I believe was our crappie slayer. Yep, crappie slayer. Let me get this back in here. And let's see. We'll pull it. Oh, that's nice right there. That is nice. And I tell you something I see too. See how translucent that is? I didn't really notice that. I guess because I put it on the black backer. But those are actually fairly translucent. See if I can help y'all see that. Let me pull my light over here. Hang those up. Yeah, see how translucent that is? I didn't really expect that. Let's put them on the board. So when you got that black backer, that really makes that gold shine. You know what's interesting is where I'm looking in this direction, it's primarily green, but then when I look on my computer monitor over there, it is primarily gold. So that's pretty cool. But how about that random, tell me what you think about that random flake in there. I like it. I like because it has all kinds of again, it's random cut, but it's also random size. So you can see right there is almost like a small flake, but then like right up here, it's almost like a fine or even an ultra fine. And so there's all kinds of randomness to it. And I think that's really kind of what I like, is the fact that, you know, even in nature, a lot of times the patterns are random. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Now, let's see here. 4.3 inch sleigh bait. And I think I only had enough to shoot 2. I tried to shoot 1. There we go. We made some cut bait. Oh, that's funny. Made some cut bait. It tried, didn't it? All right, so let's pull these beauties out. I like these because you can really get an idea about what a bait looks like, or what a coloration looks like, because this has the thick and the thin. And let's see if we can pull this off like this. I'm going to put them side by side, and that way you can see some of the tail and some of the head. And that is really just has a lot of gold highlight to it. I mean, you can tell that the base color is green, but man, then you turn it and it's like, no, the base color is gold with the green highlight. But I know for a fact that the base color is that olive green in that Lounge Lizard. And they say, well, how do you know that? Well, because when you go on MadMicas site, this Lounge Lizard is in with the green colors. So let me show you one I was playing around with the other day. I actually posted it on Instagram, and it was beautiful. And I shared it on there and on Facebook, but I didn't share it on. I didn't film it. I just took a picture afterwards. But look at this. How about that? Is that not gorgeous? That is just outstanding. And the thing about this is, there's no color pigment in there. It's a gold highlight, a gold powder, and then I have random cut, large random cut gold, large random cut black, large random cut holographic black, and small random cut holographic black. And so there's no color in there. That's a transparent bait. But man, you want to talk about flashy. I mean, that's a bait that Richie Rich would be proud of right there. Oh, I go back to our childhood days, right? Anyway, but yeah, guys, that Lounge Lizard, that turned out to be a pretty sweet looking bait right there. I can see you doing some good stuff with that. And but anyhow, guys, let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know. I'm always open to advice and criticism, and as long as it has the right spirit behind it, and not just trying to be mean. But anyway, if you've got any suggestions or comments, questions, please put them in the comments down below, and I'll try to have a link to the MadMicas powders in my description. And I have been accepted to their affiliate program, and so if you go on the link, it takes you to, I'll put a link to the exact color that I used today, and if that's something that you would like, you can go straight to that. I also will put a link on there to their regular site so that you can go through and look at all of them. But if you follow the links, it does help me out a little bit if you buy something through my link, and I just want to make sure that I'm open and transparent about that. I don't represent MadMicas. I just use their products. I believe in their products. Obviously, I love using them, and so but I am going to be completely transparent with you. If you do buy something through that link, it does give me a little bit back, and I'll use that to buy more MadMicas products and keep trying to give you videos like this. So, guys, I appreciate all the support, all the love, and the comments, everything that y'all do to make this channel great. We're on our way. We're getting closer to 800. Hopefully, before long, we'll be crossing that 1,000 subscriber mark. So anyhow, guys, we couldn't do it without you. We appreciate it. And don't forget, you'll love the features of Preacher's Creatures.